Greetings and salutations. Cheryl here with day 211 of our West Metro Book Club. Today we're going to be studying Hebrews chapter 7, and I studied in the New Living Translation. I have to be honest with you, sometimes, do you ever read something in the Bible and you just kind of gloss over it because you didn't think it was very important? Well, that's what this was about, because this was about Melchizedek. And say that 5 times fast, okay? But Melchizedek was a priest. He was a king of Salem, which means peace, and a priest of the Most High. That's who he was. But you first hear about him in Genesis 14:18 through 20, when Abraham had to rescue his nephew Lot, who had got captured because he had been living in Sodom. And invaders came and captured him and took their goods. And Abraham got some of his warriors to go do a night reconnaissance and rescue Lot. And then they also rescued the goods that were taken. Well, Melchizedek came to him and blessed him. And when he blessed him, Abraham gave him 1/10 of the goods that he recovered. Now, Melchizedek is mentioned also in Psalm 110:4, where the offices of Messiah as king and priest are revealed. It said, "The Lord has taken an oath and will not break his vow. You are a priest forever in the order of Melchizedek." So Abraham paid tithes not to just a king, but a king priest resembling Jesus, the Son of God. An interesting fact about Melchizedek is that he was not from the tribe of Levi like most of the priests were. In fact, there's no record of his father, his mother, his birth, any ancestors. There's not even a record of his death. It's like he had no beginning and no end. Sounds like somebody else we know, doesn't it? In Hebrews 7:7, it says, "And without question, the person who has the power to give a blessing is greater than the one who is blessed." And Melchizedek blessed Abraham, who is the patriarch, the father of many nations. So he is greater than Abraham. Now we're going to talk about Jesus, who, like Melchizedek, did not come from the tribe of Levi, but from Judah. But there was a difference. For the law was not perfect, the priests had to make daily sacrifices. But Jesus made a one-time sacrifice with his life on the cross. Verse 16, it says, Jesus became a priest, not because he was a descendant of Levi, but by the power of a life that cannot be destroyed. One thing I forgot to mention was when Melchizedek came to Abraham, he brought with him bread and wine. So that was like the first communion. And by him doing so, Abraham drew closer to God. In the same way that we have communion, we draw closer to God. We draw closer to God because it says, for total salvation demands a perfect high priest, which is Jesus, and a perfect sacrifice for our sins, which is also Jesus. And that is why Jesus is known as a forever type priest like Melchizedek. So that's what I learned from Melchizedek. I hope it helps you. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Peace out. Have a good one.